bought one again. I mean, not again, but I bought one ever since I've stopped buying them. Stopped. Last one because they're gonna stop selling these shits now, you know? So I was like, one last hurrah. December 21st, they say, is supposed to be. I'm gonna
find ways.
For me, what happened?
I'm gonna find ways to like.
Yeah, because for me, I was just like, yeah, fucking bullshit. Like, it's never going away because they were saying that for the last 2-3 years or something, right? Like, they're always like, oh, flavored vapes, like all of those are gonna be gone. And I actually went with my mom to the smoke shop because she was buying like her zero nic like pod refills, and the smoke shop guy was telling her, oh, you know, after in 2 more days, this gonna be no more. So my mom stocked up, right?
Damn, wait. Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah. So he's like, 2 more days, this is no more. And she was like, what, really? And he's like, yeah, like they're banning it. And he said that he's closing his smoke shop because like he can't sell that shit anymore. And I was like, fuck.
Honestly, it's not gonna be these. It's gonna be like shittier ones.
Supposedly they're still gonna do like clear or menthol, but that's it. And then also, like, they're not even selling flavored swishers anymore.
Wow.
So no more swishers, no coils, no vape juice, no. They basically want you to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy how.
I mean, okay, both are equally as bad, I believe.
I know, but like, I don't know.
But one is less stinky.
True.
And like, I don't know. So I was there.
This is a good thing. It's a good thing.
It is, but it's not like people are going to quit. They're going to find an alternative.
Yeah.
Like heroin.
Hey, it's legal.
Is it?
In Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think they're wait, forgot these.
When's your album coming out, bro?
No, I think there was like a proposition to like make that legal here, where it's like,
oh, just like Oregon, yeah. Not to like make drug use like a crime.
Yeah, that's weird. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of the Raaaw Cut podcast, baby. It's episode 15.
15. Was our
episode
last season
30.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
So we've basically made it through another season.
We're not gonna end it here though, are we?
Nah, we're not.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, next week is gonna be fun though.
Yeah.
I'll see some
jelly.
Yeah.
I'm jelly sandwich. That's gonna be the first pod that I'm not on.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think I mentioned it last episode, but I'm going to Maryland, visit Israel, his family. Then I'll go up north to New Jersey and visit Ezra, Vincent, and like, you know, the rest.
Our first ever guest that we had, Israel.
No? Yeah?
He was our first guest.
Yeah, he was. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, no, dude, this is gonna be Ashley's first time not being in the podcast.
I know.
Giving them a little break. Honestly, every episode for you guys is a fucking break.
Yeah. No, literally. You're the only one that's ever working.
But yeah, Adam. What are you gonna say about Adam?
That motherfucker be taking hella breaks.
Oh, hell yeah.
But also, I'll grant it. Like, he's got a weird work schedule, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yep. Well.
Ugh, my gosh.
Dude, I have a busy ass fucking like. This next like couple months is gonna be like. Travel.
Lucky. Mine is.
I'm like borderline. Like broke. I'm dead ass. Like when Vanessa asked me to go to Colorado, I was like, fuck. I was thinking in my head like,
you're like, I shouldn't, but it sounds like a blast.
Well, the flights were cheap. That's what like, you know, got me into it. And we're boarding, so fuck it. My first time boarding in Colorado.
Are you guys driving?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I said flights are cheap, bro.
You're right. I wasn't thinking. So like, I always was curious about like traveling and going snowboarding. Like, you just check your fucking snowboard in.
Yeah. So I have to buy a bag.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So now you have to buy a bag and shit for it.
I have to buy a bag, and I don't know. I'm thinking about renting one, but it's the same price as getting a bag. You know.
How much are they?
Rentals or the bag?
Oh, you were thinking about renting a snowboard.
Over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant renting a
A
bag.
bag.
And I was
Oh,
like,
no,
what?
no.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, because then at least you could just take your boots and everything else, and you'll just need to rent the board.
Yeah, that's true.
But... I want to go snowboarding.
Let's go. Tomorrow? No.
I got work, son. Fuck, man.
Why don't you just go with like Luis and them?
I know. I was thinking about it. They hit me up to go this previous week, but I was busy hanging out with my moms. We watched Avatar.
Oh, how's that?
It was great. I loved it a lot. So much. He heard that it was shitty. Didn't even watch it.
It's not that I'm not a fan of it. I've watched it once, but I just can't remember what happened. It was like Adam's birthday. That birthday.
What birthday?
That birthday you and Jen left, and then
yeah. Oh, you watched it that day?
It was like after that whole shit happened.
Oh.
And then like right after that, we just put on a movie. We were also like drunk.
Yeah, so you weren't even like coherently paying attention.
So I don't know. I just don't find it.
It was okay. So even like the first Avatar, I watched that against my will. Like I think I watched it because of my mom, and I watched it, and I was like, okay, like this movie was pretty cool-ish, but I didn't feel as strongly about it as I do now.
Right.
Like it's just like the imagery that they create in the movie is so breathtaking almost that you're kind of like, I wish this was real. Like I wish I could really experience this. And then also so like people buy like fake baby avatars, right? Like it's like real like babies, like skin and everything, but it's an avatar. And I never understood that, but after watching that movie, like I literally was just like, it's not the same. Okay, this isn't even the same comparison, but like I was just watching the movie, right? And I was like, why am I oddly attracted to these fucking avatars? Dude, Jake Sully can get it.
That's the main character.
Yes, he can fucking get it.
But there's a
it's just something about like their build, like
there's a human form of them, right? Like,
yes, but not any spoiler alert. I don't know, but
I mean, like that was in the first Avatar.
Yeah, first one he's like a human, and then he has like an avatar that is an avatar. But
is Zoe Saldana's in that?
So basically, you don't see them in their human form anymore. You see like other people in human form, but mostly it's just all avatars. And then it's just it was so good. I honestly was like, how am I gonna sit in a 3.5 hour long movie? But I sat through that shit, and now I want to watch it again in 3D. It was
watching 4D.
They have that?
Yeah. So basically, you know what 4D is, right? Like you can smell. You can it's kind of like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
The wind and everything.
Bro,
water
honestly,
sometimes.
I would do it. I would watch it again. It was so fun.
I need to rewatch the first one, and then
I was like,
I'll see if I want to watch a second.
It was so beautiful. It was just like almost sad when it was over, because I'm like, damn, like this doesn't exist. Like none of this is fucking real, and it's so sad. Because I want me a little avatar daddy.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but I just don't. I like bad movies. I don't like
good movies.
I mean, I do, of course. If I see something really, really like cinematically put together, then I'll appreciate it. I don't know.
For me, it was just like the storyline and how they introduced, like, it just, I fell in love with this freaking, I don't even remember what it was called, but there's just like this whale-like thing, and then like, it just, bro, I was crying. It just took me through a roller coaster of emotions. I was crying, laughing, just fucking totally.
That'd be crazy though. Like, okay, so basically in like, I forgot how it went. So the humans, so the avatars are like smaller creatures, right?
No, they're fucking bigger. They're
bigger than
tall.
Humans.
Yeah.
So how? I
look, okay. Even when I was watching the second movie, I still was like kind of like a little bit confused.
Is this like a VR world, or
No, they like plug in and then they can like
It's kind of like VR, no?
a little bit,
But
but
like
it's
a
weird
high-end
because Jake Sully ended up staying like an avatar. So during the movie, I was asking myself, where is his body right now? Like, how is he? How is he? Where? I just had a lot of questions, which is also why I want to watch the first one again because I was a little lost, but I still understood most of it.
Ashy.
I understood most of it, and it was just so beautiful, so beautiful. I loved it. Good job, James Cameron, if that's the correct name of the guy who created it.
Dude,
Is
you
it
gotta
James
stop
Cameron?
you gotta stop putting shit out.
Yo, you gotta love the confidence though. Like I just be coming at it like fucking I know what I'm talking about, you know?
I mean, like the first few, yeah, but at this, like,
You know, I've learned though because like yeah, I do that too much and I just James Cameron, I'm right.
all right, okay, good.
Fuck. All right.
Anyways, so this past weekend, I feel like I talk about filming like my work a lot, but this past weekend I filmed a wedding, and then it was like so it was the bride's friend, and that friend we shot a wedding for before,
Okay.
but they got divorced.
The friend got divorced.
Yeah, the friend got divorced, and
Damn, how
it was
in
like
short-
a year and a half.
Damn.
Yeah. The friend got divorced, and then now has a new boo,
Okay.
and they're looking to get married, and then they've hired us again.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, she getting remarried quickly.
Yeah. But so I mean, like, I don't think they definitely did not end in bad terms, because in this wedding I saw her ex-husband there, and they were together, but they're like friends, like really close friends.
Cordial.
Yeah, very very cordial. Like I don't know, it's confusing.
Yeah.
And then like to think that she's getting married to another person, and so I asked the guy because I'm really cool with him because I worked with him, and then I was like. I had to. I was like, all right, so how do you feel about, her getting married again and whatever?
He didn't have a new girl though?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, so now the ex is invited to the wedding,
Woo!
right? So I wanted to ask you, would you let your man's ass, or if he asked like, hey, can I bring this person, which happens to be my ex, to our wedding, how would you feel?
I just first of all, my first question is like, why?
I know it's so weird.
It's odd, but it's like if they ended on great terms, like maybe they both realize like, okay, like this marriage isn't working for us and we're not meant to be, then sure, whatever. But I just can't imagine like as the ex saying like, oh yeah, like I'll go to your wedding. Like I just can't imagine that I would agree to go.
I guess it's like
if I was invited, but it just depends on how it ends too. You know, like
no, I guess they're just really different. They're fucking different.
A lot of people are very different. A lot of people can handle things a lot differently than how you would imagine.
So you wouldn't. Okay, so would you invite an ex to your wedding?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I'm still like, I wouldn't say good friends, but I'm still like friends with my ex. Like I still chat with them every once in a while, just kind of like checking up on each other or like, commenting on like a story or something, just small talk here and there. But, I have no bad feelings toward any of my exes. I did before, like I would, when you first break up, that's when you hate them and have like the strongest ill feeling toward them. But after time, you kind of just get over it and you're like, okay, we've both grown. It's not even worth like being upset about it anymore. But that timeline seems very short.
That's very
like you're already planning on marrying some dude after we've been divorced for a year. But again, if they agreed, okay, us being married is just not working out, then she moved on and good for her. But that's tough.
I mean, if I was to, if my soon-to-be wife asked me like, "Hey, so I really want to invite my ex."
I really want it. First of all, that sentence
Okay,
alone
okay.
would have been that first sentence
Okay,
alone
yeah, that sounds
would have
really
been
bad. That sounds
yeah.
really
I
bad.
would have been like, no,
Yeah.
honey, no.
Or if she just asked like, "Can I invite my ex?" Low key, fuck no. Fuck no.
But it's so like I kind of also think of it in a sense like, what if it's like your so okay, so you know how like people are together and then let's say like you have a baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
So that's technically your ex and
Right.
then it's possible for me to have a good relationship with her because it's like
That's the father of my child.
yeah,
Or
mother of your child.
Yeah.
So it's possible like just because it ended doesn't mean that like you guys can't be cordial and that I as your girlfriend couldn't come to like your ex-girl because I see that a lot too where they're like they
Right.
ex-wives or ex-girlfriends get along with it's probably more ex-wife situation, but ex-wives will get along with the new wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like very mature and I feel like that's like probably the most healthy way almost, especially if you have a kid.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I feel like if you have a kid, that's different.
yeah,
That's definitely different.
Yeah. So
but they don't have anything. They don't have no kids. No.
Yeah, then at that point, it's just like you guys have no more attachments. Like if you had mutual friends, maybe, but it's just like if there's nothing connecting you guys still besides the fact that you guys used to be together. I'm just like, what's the point?
Yeah, and but the thing is, it's like, yeah, they. It's not like they've, they were middle school sweethearts.
Ugh.
They've been together for like 13, 15 years.
I feel like at that point, it was probably just like, we've been together so
yeah.
long, we should get married. And then they realized like, okay, like maybe I want to explore other people.
Damn. That's
I think
13 years.
Because I
and
think
all of a
about
sudden
that
you're
too.
saying, it's just
Like
gone.
I used to always think, oh, it would be so nice to have a high school sweetheart. But then I'm also like, would I really have been okay with just one person? Like just like my first kiss, my first person I had sex with, and my first husband. Like,
would you?
I don't know if I would like.
Uh,
It's different because I'm like also like if they're a great person and they make you feel loved and cherished and like they take care of you, whatever it is, then maybe. But I just can't see.
Does that not get boring to you?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like at a certain point you must question yourself and say, I'm curious what else, like
What
who
else
else I could meet, like have I explored all my options,
It's like that saying, if you love them, let them go.
Yes.
If they come back, it was meant to be.
Yeah. That's bullshit though. I would never trust that shit. I'm too much of a fucking codependent person for that. I'm like, no, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. So when I was out with my mom in LA, I got acupuncture done on my lower back because like my lower back pain.
Did we talk about? Oh, we did. Okay, sorry. Go on.
My lower back pain has been like so fucking insane. Like so fucking insane. I'm hunched over all the time. Hard for me to straighten out my back because it hurts so bad. And my mom was just like, that is not good. And I went to the acupuncture and you remember my childhood story of that shit. So at first I was like, I will do anything to get rid of this pain. So I went, and then as soon as I laid down to like get that shit done, like I was fucking terrified. I was just back to that child state, and he would poke it in me, and like most of them were fine, but then there was this really long one that he stuck in my ass.
Wait, it goes like
they like stick it in you. I took a photo of all the needles in my thing. We'll throw it up there, but. Yeah, so the ones in my back were okay. Like I hardly felt them, but the one he put in my ass, that shit was like this long, and you only see like this much of it sticking out of my ass.
I can't. Yeah.
But I mean, I can't say because I've only been once. I need to keep going like once a week, but I'm hoping it'll cure my back pain. But it's crazy too because the doctor looked at me and he like lifted up my shirt on my back and he was like, "Oh, your back is like." I forgot what he said, but he's just like, your back is very bad. You know, he's like, I can tell already just by looking at it by the color. And I was like, what? You could tell by looking at it? Like, I was like, what's wrong with the color? You know? And then he did this thing with my leg where he like told me to just put my leg straight out because I was laying on my stomach. And then he pushed, I don't know, he just like bent my leg like this. And he was just like, look, even like, I guess my legs are like uneven. So like one's longer than the other. Really? And that can also cause like really bad back problems.
Do you find yourself like limping or like kind of?
Not really. That's why when he said that, I was like, wait, what? But I also I noticed that like when I stand, I have to always like shift my weight to one side. Like it feels better that way. And
so how do you fix that?
The needles, I don't know what they do. So I asked my mom, I was like, so is there medication on the tips of these needles or what? And she said basically the needles hit a nerve, your nervous system, your nerve endings or something that I don't fucking know. But my mom had like a really bad arm thing and she went to him a couple of times and she said after seeing him, it got like way better because she went to doctors, you know, Western medicine, all this other shit, and they could not tell her what was wrong or why she was feeling pain. So she was just living with it. And then she went and she was just like, he fucking changed my life. So I'm hoping he'll change my life as well. I just cannot live with this back pain anymore.
Damn, that's crazy. Because when I went through the chiropractor when I had my car accident or whatever, that shit fucking hurt.
Chiropractors are...
I don't know how people like find that like satisfying.
I like it.
To me. And then at this time, right, I was golfing a lot. And then I had like really bad, I don't know if it was back or chest, but like I couldn't lay down properly. But I had to lay down for this one treatment, right? And then he made me cross my arms like this. And then he put his whole body weight on top of my arms. And he just went, whoo, like he pushed me down. And then like I tried so hard because like I don't want to look like a little bitch when I'm at the doctor. I always hide my pain if it hurts. So I was like this, and I was like wheezing, and I was like, oh my god, dude,
it just feels so good to hear your bones crack though. You are a little sore the next day, but for me, I loved going to see the chiropractor.
I can't.
And I ain't got no shame hiding. I got no shame showing my pain because at the acupuncture place, when we put that shit in my hip, I was like, ah! and my mom was like, stop being so dramatic. I was like, I'm not. I was like, this hurts. And she's like, relax. And I was like, I can't. I was like, I got PTSD. I was like, this is your fault.
Oh man.
But it was. Yeah, I was like, it was pretty. I felt a little better after it. Let's see how a few more treatments go. But
how many treatments?
I don't know. Maybe like 3 or 4. I might have to just keep going, you know. But we shall see. I just don't know if I can. That hip one is like very traumatic. I don't know.
That's the one that's on your ass.
Yeah, I was laying there I told my mom, I was like, honestly, I know I said I'd do anything, but I don't know if I could sit through that hip one again. I was like, can you just skip that one? It fucking hurts so bad. Oh, and then he put some in my neck too, right? And I forgot. Deep. I don't know if it was deep, but it was like the baby needles. It didn't look too scary. But he put them in my neck, and so like my head is like face down like a massage bed, you know? He put it in my neck. I forgot that shit was there, and like my hair was in my way. So I went, lifted that shit up, and I was like, ah! I was like, ah! And I just fucking put my head back down. I was like, oh no. I was like, fuck. Yeah, so acupuncture, you gotta just fucking stay still because there's shit.
That'd be bad for me. I can't stay still.
My mom said that she went home once, and because the nurses pulled out the needles, and they missed one, so she got home, and she was like about to take a shower, and then she just saw one sticking out of her arm, and she said she took that shit out, and it was like sore for days. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, that's what my fear was when they put it in my hair. Because he didn't even move my hair. He just fucking stuck that shit through my hair. And I was like, oh no, he's going to forget about these. And I'm gonna I don't know.
They have to like individually poke you with every single needle.
Yeah, so
they don't have.
It's crazy too, because I'm like, how does he know where to put it?
Yeah.
And it's like he almost uses like this straw like device. He'll like put it and then I don't know. I can't see, so I don't know. But he has some device. He sticks the needle through it, and then once it's through, he'll push it in more. I don't know, but it it was very interesting.
I'm not good with needles. I can't do that shit.
Oh, but you get tattoos.
Okay, but I look away, like, and it looks cool. It's for
I guess.
And they don't even look like a needle, because like
yeah.
Well, I mean, on some machines, it's like there's 4 needles and it's just going back and forth a lot. So I don't know. Just looks like a pen. Speaking of tattoos, though, thinking about finishing my leg soon. Did I show you the Raaaw B artist?
I don't know.
No?
Maybe. I don't know.
Fucking ashy little thing. You know how like we were talking about just how business and stuff on the last, and then you know how I said I want to like go into the more like video, like high-end video production type of thing. I found my next
What is it?
goal. Basically, it's to start my own video production team, or
company.
Company.
Yeah. I don't know why you haven't already. Well, would that mean that you start working with your brother? You guys would be
no. That's just another income. I just want to like build like
right your own empire.
Yeah, basically. So this past fucking week, dude, nonstop. I've been like researching. I have like 8 video ideas I want to do. One of which like it's the. Did I tell you about the Made in Indo one? Like it's like a docu-series.
No, but that sounds dope. Oh wait, I remember you told me a little.
All right, I'll just tell everyone a little bit
okay.
about this docu-series that that's in the works. So basically, it's called Made in Indo or Indo Made, whatever. It's basically a series of documentaries capturing different artists, business like entrepreneurs. So for an example, I have my cousin Kelsey that I would say she's an entrepreneur. She has like different companies in it and she's been successful with it. And I kind of want like Josh and whatever and just do a little bit of like my own taste of like
basically like self-made like business creators,
but they're Indos.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I kind of want to target more like Indo immigrants. I know they're not all Indo immigrants, but if they're Indo, then I'll and I there's more than just entrepreneurs. I want to do like music artists or athletes or aerial barbers, whatever.
Yeah.
So look out for that one.
That would be cool.
In 2023. I mean, I already set a date with Kelsey for next month. So I'm hoping to launch it February.
Okay.
I need to start making goals.
Yeah.
I need to write goals because me personally, I used to hate like setting goals and whatever. I just want to live in the moment. Or like
planning your life, right?
I just want to live in the moment. I just want to live my life.
Yeah.
But now,
you just get too lackluster when you live like that. Because I'm the same. Because for me, I always was like, I don't understand people who plan out their everyday like hour by hour. But realistically, you get so much more done because when you don't give yourself a time frame, you're like, oh, I can do it in like an hour. I can do it in 45 minutes. And then you just delay it more and more and more.
Exactly.
And I also wanted to get like on that tip too. Like for me, I more importantly, I wanted to, wake up, journal, and then plan out my day. So like start your day with intention, basically, and then it'll help you get closer to your goals. But it is so fucking hard.
So
like
hard.
I have the worst time managing my time. Like I'm the worst time manager ever. And it's like I always say like I'm just so busy, right? And it's an excuse to a sense, but I really do feel it's to the point where it's like overwhelming for me, because um like I'm like, okay, gym in the morning, but then I work stupid ass hours at work from 2 to 10. So that's like my whole day. Like it's my whole day. By the time I get off, it's already late, and then I have to go to bed early because I want to go to the gym again. But then I don't have time to wake up earlier to do my journaling or planning my day, and it's like I want that so bad, but it's so hard, right? But it comes down to discipline and consistency, and it's just I gotta stop saying it's hard, because that's just my mind telling me it's hard.
I'm the opposite. Like I'm really good at time management, but here's a problem with me. I can never say no. Like, I don't say no. So if I'm planning out my day, I'm just stacking stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna stack this. Yes, I can do it. Stack this. Yes, I can do it. And at the end of the day, I'm so fucking tired. It's so overwhelming. And that next day, that's what's wrong with me. Consistency. That next day, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm so tired.
I did all these things.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I'll start again tomorrow, or I'll do it again tomorrow. And it's just the consistency. But I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I think it is easier if you plan out your days. Because if you're like, okay, from 8 to 9 o'clock, I'm going to go to the gym. From 9 to 10, I'm going to shower. But then, so for me, like, again, like I'm already getting anxious about it. Like when I do that, I get scared because I'm like, okay, what happens if I go a little past? Like, what if I work out till 9:15? Then I won't have enough. It's just like and
just then do it.
That's for me, also like time management comes in. So it's like if I have an agreement to do something for one day, I cannot do anything for the rest of the day until the time for that one agreement comes up, because I'm afraid that if I get into something else before my 8 p.m. arrangement, I'm going to eventually either go past the time, or maybe I don't leave early enough and there's traffic or whatever it is. Like, I'm just so worried about not making it to that one thing that I do not like overbook myself for my days, because it's just so fucking overwhelming for me.
And then also, like, say I'm going to the gym 9 to 10. I'm at the gym. I'm just like, damn, I'm just looking at the clock. Can it be 10? Can it be 10?
Yeah.
I just want this to be over with.
Yeah.
And then that in my head, I'm just stressing out for something stupid.
Right.
But it kind of affects me towards the end of the day. Then I'll get super fucking tired because I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking. It's my ADHD that's working. Like, I just want to get to the next thing. I just want to finish this. But in reality, I'm really not finishing it.
Yeah.
It's like what you said with chores, when you start this chore, but
and
then
you end up doing a million
and then you don't finish it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Mess. Even though like I'm getting through the day, like I'm getting through it, but I feel like mentally I'm not satisfied with.
Yeah.
I went to the gym from 9 to 10. But I feel like, I'm still tired, like I'm not feeling healthy mentally, maybe physically. Right.
I'm going to set myself a little goal for 2023 to just...
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about New Year's resolution.
Honestly, fuck New Year's resolutions.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to do in 2023? What do you want to accomplish?
I want to stay consistent, and I want to work towards a goal. I just don't know what that is. Kind of, I guess, like on the same tip of like what you said, like, create like a goal to, or what did you say?
Last episode?
No, like right now. Like you said, you want to create a goal, or like...
I forgot. Sorry.
Basically, anyways, just fucking. I just want to. I want to stop talking about it, and I want to be about it. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Like,
okay.
I want to fucking put action to
manifest.
Yeah, I want to put into action everything that I say I want to do that I don't fucking end up doing. And also just journaling and planning out my days. And more importantly, I want to keep the promises that I make to myself, because that is like my biggest weak area. Like, I can keep promises to my friends, my family, whatever, no fucking problem, right? But when it comes to myself, I'm just so easy to be like, nah, fuck it. And I just want to show up more for myself. And so, you know, whatever it is, like content creation for like me and my cousin's fucking thing, or even just like learning editing. Like, I want to do it, right?
Then edit this next podcast.
I'm not ready yet. See? No, but it's like I haven't got the skills to learn it. But like, that's my goal. Like, I want to be able to take the workload off Aldo and like edit these, because I also say like I have a different vision for the editing. Like, I just want more. I want more like more fucking little photos popping into frame. I just want more. I don't know, more oomph. Exactly. Like, I just want to add more oomph to it. And biggest thing comes down to time management. Honestly, like the 2 to 10, I think I need to figure out a different time, because 2 to 10 is really fucking hard for me.
Yeah, why don't you do like you can't get like a morning shift?
I can do 6 to 2, but the thing is I cannot wake up early. But enough saying I cannot. I can.
Yes, you can.
I fucking can, and I will.
When can you get that schedule?
It's not about when. It's just like,
do I wanna?
It's like, do I wanna, and also like if it's available, because it just comes down to like if they even need an extra person on that shift, and a lot of people like that shift. So
they old.
Yeah, I'm just like 6 a.m.
You have to be up like technically at 4:30.
6 a.m. I have to be at work at 5:45 for briefing. So if I'm gonna get ready and shit, I would have to wake up at like 4 a.m.
Oh shit!
And I normally go to bed at like 1 or 2.
That means we can't do like podcasts,
right?
Because right now it's like 12. What?
Yeah, it's just, and I'm such a night owl. I've corrected my sleep habits to a certain extent. Like, I no longer stay up super late, but on my weekends, that's when I am like, okay, like time to catch up. Like, this is your time to stay up late, you know? And I want to get out of that habit. Like, I want my sleep schedule to be consistent. Yeah. I will say though, like I wake up earlier than before on my weekends. Like, now I wake up on my own like 9, 10-ish. Well, that's a lie. I honestly wake up 7 a.m. Like, every time I wake up, I check my phone. It's 7. But then
that's exactly.
But then like, because at that moment when I'm up, I could just get up and start my day, right? But then I'm like, 7 a.m. That's still early. So I'll go back to sleep, and it's just those little things, those little habits that I need to change. The little fucking habits.
that was me this morning. All right, I'm gonna wake up 8:30. Right, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna do a little bit of Instacarting or whatever. Go home. I planned out my day.
Yeah.
I'll go home. I'm gonna do some gift wrapping. By the way, I'm gonna need some help.
Okay.
And so 8:30, woke up, checked my phone. I was like, you know what? I'm only Instacarting, you know, like I can do this whenever. Go back to bed. It's fucking 11:30, 12 o'clock.
That little voice in your head, it just fucks up your whole rest of your day.
Yeah, it's.
Dude, speaking of like sleeping though, I don't know if you have this or if other people have this, but I have this thing where like, how how do I explain this? So I have this thing where I am almost ashamed to like fall asleep. So like
Whoa.
okay, let me explain this better. So let's say for example, you and I are watching TV, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm dozing off and I know I'm dozing off,
But
right?
you don't want to.
But I'm so like I don't want him to notice me dozing off, you know? Like I get very weird about that. So like I'll almost try to like do it in secret.
Sleep and see, or
Yeah, like there's something about dozing off or like falling asleep that I feel very like ashamed, like not I don't know what it is. It's like it's almost like getting caught of them being like, "Did you fall asleep?" Like that thing.
What?
Like I don't know, like that shit. Like okay, so even like long car rides, like if I'm in the passenger seat, like late at night, if we're coming home from somewhere, if I'm in the passenger seat, I tell myself, I'm like, "Don't fall asleep." Like you're gonna, you want to accompany this person, like you know they're driving, like whatever it is. And then once you're driving, it's late. You start getting tired, and I'm dozing off, right? And so if once I doze off, I'll wake up again and act like I wasn't, right? So because I feel like maybe they haven't noticed.
No, when I drive with you, like especially in the Mammoth trip, I was like, okay, she's sleeping. I know you're sleeping. You don't have to.
Mammoth trip?
Yeah, on the car ride.
Oh, yeah.
Long car
no,
ride.
I had that. So Mammoth too. I was like, wake up.
But then I did notice like I saw you sleeping, and then like 10 minutes later,
and I woke up casually.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Just like just fucking sleep.
Yeah, no. See, I feel such shame about it, and even I did this the other night, like with my mom. Like we were watching some documentary, crazy ass documentary, but we were watching some documentary, and like. I was sitting on the couch and I was like leaning on the backside of the couch like this, like facing the TV, and she was like over here, and I was just here, and I felt my eyes closing, right? I was like, fuck. So I sat up, right? I was like, okay, and I started watching it, and I just feel my eyes getting tired again, and like my mom was watching that shit, and I was like, okay, let me get like turn around like my shoulder so she can't see my eyes. So then I lay, and then I just went to sleep.
So you're like sleep shy. You just
it's not that I'm sleep shy. I just I don't know how to explain it.
I'm sleep shy when it comes to like in the airplane. Dude,
that
like,
too.
Cause I'm a loud ass snorer. So if I sleep in the plane, and I'm an ugly ass sleeper too, like my mouth is like and shit like that. That's why like I wear masks now to the plane. Because whatever.
Dude, I wear my hoodies reversed, and then I put my hoodie over my face.
That's smart.
I do not want people to walk by to go to the restroom and see me sleeping.
Yeah, same. I always catch myself like I need to go to sleep, so I do go to sleep in the plane, and then I wake up to my own snoring.
Really?
Yes,
I feel like when I've been on planes with you, you sleep pretty quiet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you.
I remember one time like
also
I
have headphones in, so I don't know.
I was sleeping, right, and then like I snore. I was like, and I was like,
it woke you up.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck woke me up? But I felt the vibration and everything. I was like, oh, okay, I was snoring.
Yeah.
I am definitely sleep shy. But when I'm around my friends and family, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to disappoint them, you know? Like I just
and then at Mammoth too, like I know that I'm allowed to snore, and I was like, fuck, I don't know these guys well enough.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to be the last one.
Yeah.
And I mean,
big mistake.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
We had another dude that was like hella like loud.
Ooh, on both sides. Oh my gosh, So I was
like, okay, that's how you guys feel when you sleep around me.
Yo, that's like another thing. It's like honestly, I do not think like if I was dating someone and they were a snorer, I probably could not. I mean, maybe I could be with them, but they can't sleep in the same bed as me.
If they
snore, because that is like a very like I cannot sleep with that sound. I cannot. I really cannot. It's so hard. And then I know I snore too, though. Like if whether it's like a quiet like like mouth breathy, or if I'm really tired though, I'll fucking snore like a man. Yeah, I'm snoring.
But what was I gonna say? Fuck, I lost it. And that's the end of the episode.
Wait, no, I have
No.
one more. I have so I wanted to add a new segment to our podcast called, I don't know what I want to call it yet, but right now I'm just going to call it a rant corner.
Okay.
So I got a little rant. I went to this taco spot in LA and we ordered tacos. And we get my tacos and then I asked, can I get some limes, please?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard item to come with tacos, right? They say that's extra. So then I'm like, okay. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's pretty standard to serve limes with tacos. And like, I can understand if maybe they give you some limes already and then you ask them for more, maybe charge you. But so I'm like, okay, whatever. I go to pay for the lime. They give you two wedges of limes.
For how much?
55 cents.
Wait.
I was like 55. I was ready to pay like 25
Honestly,
cents.
that's
25 cents, 10 cents.
honestly, because like one lime at like Stater Brothers or whatever grocery is $1. Two wedges is half a lime basically.
No, it's not. That's a quarter of a lime. I've sliced limes and
Well, I
lemons
mean, like,
in
I
my
guess-
life. Okay, that's a quarter of a lime. So I was ready to pay a quarter. But nonetheless, I was like, what the fuck? I just could not believe that. I even paying extra for the hot sauce, I understand, but
Yeah.
limes?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I know what to call this.
What?
Karen segment.
That time that I was a Karen.
Nah.
Honestly, I mean, is it really being a Karen though? If I didn't bitch, I didn't bitch about it. I was just bitched about it to myself and to my mom. I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. I was like,
that's crazy.
I was like, look at these guys learning a thing or two from the Koreans out here.
I
Nah,
mean,
but Koreans are big on service though. They like to give you free shit. That's like sobis. Like that's like in Korea.
What?
If you go to Korea, it's called
subbies.
television sobis.
Subbies.
So it's service, but they say
Oh.
sobis. So like they'll like bring shit out to you, be like, oh, you go sobisieyo, and like
Like free samples.
it's just free. Not even free samples.
Ah.
It's like fucking a whole portion. They're just like, here, this is free. But like that's very common in Korea. Just not out here. Speaking of Korea, really quickly, fuck, why did I bring this up? I didn't do my research. Anyways, so Korea has this this age, you know about the age thing, right? Where like in Korea they count the 9 months you spend in the womb as a year. So when you are born, you're already a year
1.
old. Yes.
Yeah.
And then also, let's say, for example, my birthday is October 16th, but as soon as the new year comes, I would already be 1 year older. So once it hits January of the new year,
So you're
you-
already considered.
I would be 30.
Right now.
Yes.
Or
Once the new year comes,
Yeah,
I
you'd
would
be
be 30. So in Korea, they have these weird. This has been a thing for a while. So if you're 22 in Korea, you come out here, you're 20 or 19, and so I forgot what they call it.
if you were if you were 22 in Korea, you'd be
come
here
here,
and you're 19.
20. You're 20, 19. You're 20.
21. A year less.
No, because it's 2 years. They add 2 years.
Oh.
Because
So they subtract 2 years.
no, you have to think about that 1 year out the womb.
That's one.
That's
What's the other
1 year.
one?
The other one is every time. So basically, how we would count it is if you were born, you turn 1 year old
Right.
later on, right?
Right.
You're 6 months or whatever the fuck, and then you're a year old.
Yeah.
Whereas we already have that 1 year we're
Right.
born with, so there's that extra year already.
So if
So
you're
if you're
22,
You would be 23.
wait.
But anyways, this shit's really this shit's really confusing. What I was getting at is Korea is finally getting rid of that age that age thing. So now they're gonna be on the same as everywhere
everyone
else
else.
because
Are they the only one that?
as far as I know, yeah, Korea is the only place that does that. And then so even, you're born a year old, right? So then normally we would celebrate a baby turning 1 year old, but for Koreans we celebrate their 100 days, and you call that a torjanchi. So they celebrate the 100 days that the baby has been out of the womb, because most babies back then didn't make it to 100 days.
Wow.
So they celebrate the 100th day that the baby has made it to.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so...
Wait, why won't they just keep it going? That's
because it's confusing as shit.
Tradition.
It's confusing.
So? That reminds me of
And then imagine, like, now whoever's going through a midlife crisis about to hit 40 years old, they can be like, I'm 38. I'm 38 years old.
That reminds me in like Indo, right? Indo, academically, say I'm in here, I'm like, junior year, 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
But in Indo, it'd be senior year, 12th grade. So when people transfer from Indo to here,
Mm-hmm.
US, say they're, oh no, I fucked this up. I fucked it up. Okay. If they're in the 10th grade over there,
In
they
Indo?
move here, they're in the 11th grade. So they skip a year.
¿Por qué?
I don't know. So like when people over there transfer here, like they're like a year or two younger than the normal.
So would it work the same if I went to Indo and I went to school? Then I would, I just graduated middle school.
And then you moved over there?
Yeah, then would I start 10th grade instead of 9th grade? Or does it only work like that because you're Indonesian?
I think it's because of that. I don't think you get set back because you're moving over there. Dude, I would fucking hate it. I have to go through another fucking...
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Because like I remember being a senior or a junior here, and then like a lot of my family over there would be the same age.
Yeah.
But they're already like in college.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, nice. And they're like a lot younger.
Yeah.
Or not younger, same age, like maybe a year younger.
I feel like Korea has like a weird school system too. I just don't really know too much about it, but they have a specific weird little way they do school too.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's like 12 grades, 12 years
of school
over there. Maybe.
Well, you know how like some schools too, like it's 6th grade to 12th grade.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Like LLA, like Loma Linda Academy.
Oh, is that how it is over there?
Oh, wait, no. I mean, like this, it's 6 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's K to 12. But it's still one campus, one school. But I don't know how they
K through 12. That sounds crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
That sounds like some child predator shit can go down.
Dude, imagine.
Oh.
I mean, it's a private school, so.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
That's even worse. Private schools are the worst. That's where the most
That's where the demons are.
People go, right? Me, I went to private school. Dude, I want to talk about this fucking documentary I was watching with my mom though, really quick. So it's called "Don't Answer the Phone" or "Don't Answer the Call," something like that. But basically, I guess for 10 years, this has been going around. I've never heard of it, but for 10 years, there was a guy calling fast food restaurants and saying like, describing an exact worker of the place, and he would convincingly convince the managers of those establishments that he's a police officer and he believes that that person he described has stole someone's purse from a lobby, and that the manager needs to strip search them and like do cavity searches on them and like just basically sexually harass them, like fucking grope their under here or like touch their vagina.
It's Korean documentary.
No,
just a documentary.
It's an American documentary. Oh. No Koreans involved here. Okay.
For fun or?
Yeah. So, my thing was like, what did the guy get from doing this? Because so the option he would give was, I can send a police officer there to do the search, or you can just perform the search there. And obviously, like, if you're not guilty or whatever, like, you kind of just avoid going to the police station, right? So, like, for 10 years it's been going on. There's been over, like, 100 victims. And one of the McDonald's managers, she got the phone call. She's like, okay, like, she told the girl to strip down, like, made her do jumping jacks or something. Because I guess, like, if you had money on your body, I guess when you sweat, you can see the green.
That's creepy.
So, anyways, like, he's been doing it for so long. This manager at McDonald's, she's like, oh, okay, like, I've done all your tests, like, and the guy on the phone's like, you cannot leave her, like you cannot let her run away. And she's like, but I need to go back to work and like take care of like whatever. So he's like, do you have somebody that can come and watch this girl, like so she doesn't go anywhere, right?
Okay.
So then she's like, yeah, my fiance, right? So her fiance comes and continues to like do whatever the guy says on the phone, and then eventually the guy on the phone tells him to get a blowjob by this girl. And I'm like,
wait,
and then it's like, but why wouldn't you question like, how does this girl sucking his dick help a cavity search? You know, like, it baffles my mind that like a lot of people fell for it, but I guess the guy on the
yes. Okay.
I guess the guy on the phone was really convincing, and so
wow. Okay.
it was fucking a trip. But basically, the McDonald's lady and the husband, the fiance, got jail time for like 5 fucking years or some shit. And they finally caught the guy who's been making the phone calls. Turns out he was a corrections officer. So I think what he was going to do if, for example, they were like, oh, we don't want to do the strip search, send the officer down. He was probably going to come in and do it, right? And so he was a corrections officer. They discovered that. And then they caught him, brought him in for questioning. And basically the lawyer was like, you can't sexually assault someone over the phone. And so they let this guy go.
Damn.
They caught his ass, let him go, and then the McDonald's,
they're still
they served time for it, and the guy who called and did that shit was set free. I was like, I could not believe that was like such a trippy thing, because I mean,
that's a mind fucking
right. And then so what he would do too, he would go and buy like phone cards so that he can call from like this phone, so he's like untrackable. Like, and then like they ended up tracking him down. It was like all this crazy shit, but then like all of that work to catch that guy, and then he got off scot-free. And then I was just like, what does he get off? But they came to the conclusion after they raided that guy's house that he really badly wanted to be a police officer. So he really wanted to dictate and like have power over people, and he probably couldn't become one or whatever, but he had like notes in his house like, oh, pulled so and so over at this time, basically all this cop shit. He had cop stuff all over his walls, but he wasn't a cop. Actually, I don't know. I feel like a corrections officer is a cop, but maybe they're just not looked at with much respect than a cop would.
I don't think so. I don't think
right. They're not the same. But it was fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like how, you know what swatting is?
Swatting.
So a lot of streamers, when they're big.
Yes.
People would call their local PDs and be like, "Oh my God, I hear like
gunshots
in this apartment, where they live in." And then they would like the SWAT would come in.
You're right, and they're like, "We got a call."
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm just playing video games in my underwear, like.
And that happens like frequently.
That's crazy
in that community. And
that's like, what do you get from that though?
I don't know. Well, I mean, like when they're streaming and they get swatted, like they're still streaming, right? So people are like, it's entertaining for them, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
crazy.
This one streamer, he got in a call with the swatter, with the guy that called, and this guy was weird. He's like, because I wanted to, like that's what he said. I wanted to. I think it's funny.
Yo, some people are crazy.
Yeah,
people are crazy.
Yurt. All right, guys.
It is time to say namaste.
I was praying.
Oh, amen.
All right, well, that's gonna be it for this episode. Next week's gonna be a banger episode. I'll just say it.
Banger.
Vincent's gonna be back. Israel's gonna be back on the episode. I'm hoping Ezra's gonna be there and a few more people. And
it's gonna be an all boys pod.
Maybe Vicky, Vincent's girlfriend, might be there. And then if I have the time, I'll go up. Maybe like Paula. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then we're gonna go sleep. Peace out.
Bye.
See you next week.